Yo, what's going on, guys? Sinister Skater here, and welcome to Best to Worst number 4 for Call of Duty Black Ops 4, where we'll be covering the light machine guns. If you're unfamiliar with the Best to Worst series, it's one of my more popular ones where after I get Diamond Camo on a weapon class and spent tons of time with each of the weapons, we go in and rank each of those weapons from best to worst in hopes that if you haven't used some of the guns or you don't have Black Ops 4 yet, once you hop into Black Ops 4, you'll know what's top tier and wreck people straight off the bat. This is a fun series to do. People love making their own lists and comparing them down below in the comments, and you're encouraged to leave your own best to worst list in the comments. Modify mine, bash mine, leave your best gun, worst gun, whatever. Quick interesting info on the LMGs. They all have a special trait in Black Ops 4, which is they have unlimited range. That's right, there's no damage fall off on any of the LMGs. It'll do the same damage from point blank to the other side of the map, which is pretty cool. I actually didn't learn that until 2 months after it released, and I started looking in the LMGs. And that modifier kind of nudges them more towards that long-range engagement type of weapon. And I also want to mention, going into this, I had some predetermined bias on what I thought was the best and was the worst LMG. And after I sat down and made some of these classes and did some tests, I gotta say, my list has definitely changed. It might not be what you expected. So if you find yourself thinking differently than what follows, again, you're encouraged to leave your own best to worst list down below in the comments. But enough talk. The best LMG in Black Ops 4 is the VKM 750. This is a low rate of fire, high damage LMG that drops people with the right configuration. The LMGs in this game are very similar, like even down to the TTK. They all have a base TTK within like 0.04 seconds of each other. But the VKM has access to high caliber too, which if you've been watching the previous best to worst, it's an amazing attachment. And when paired with rapid fire, the VKM's time to kill drops to 0.29 seconds, which is slightly better than the Cordite and the Diamond for comparison. The other LMGs can't even get close to that. You just need to hit 2 shots to the chest and up to kill someone. It's kind of like the Gorgon from Black Ops 3, except the VKM has no idle sway, essentially has no recoil, making it very easy to handle. It's very, very good at mid to long ranges. I mean, you can 2-shot someone across the map. Tell me that's not amazing. You can use the VKM in close quarters. However, if you miss a shot with its slow fire rate, your time to kill goes up significantly, which isn't that big of a deal at mid-range to long range, but at close quarters it could be the life or death situation. The only bad thing I have to say about the VKM is that its iron sights, they're usable, but they're a bit clunky and obstruct your view at a long range when you have the recoil bouncing, and it also has the slowest reload in the game, with the exception to maybe the launcher. The VKM reload comes in just over 5 seconds. It's pretty bad, but you can counteract that with fast mags, which I think is a must-use attachment. The VKM also has access to quick draw, grip, and the NVIR scope for attachments. You can also throw on extended mag if you like. The operator mod for the VKM is interesting. It's called the Fat Barrel, and it extends the enemy's hitbox a tad. So you can shoot a little bit to the right of an enemy and it'll still register as a hit, making it easier to use at long range because it makes it easier for you to hit your shots. I mean, the VKM is just all around a good gun. It's very consistent. It's a powerhouse, and that is why it is at best on this list. At the second best, we have the Hades, which is a fast rate of fire LMG that lends itself towards aggressive, kind of like close quarters combat, more so than the other LMGs. Its fire rate is the same as the GKS SMG. If you put rapid fire on the Hades, it takes 5 shots to kill in 0.41 seconds. I do want to say, people who do like the GKS and praise it for its range, even though I hate it, you might want to check out the Hades because it has unlimited range. It's kind of like a GKS. Although the Hades does excel in close quarters and mid-range combat, it's decent at long range. It's a little bit hard to use because of its recoil. It does have some recoil. It pulls up and then it kind of goes diagonally a bit to the right and makes this weird oval shape. But it has a clip size of 65 and a 3-second reload, which is by far the fastest for the LMGs. Hybrid mag drops the reload speed down below 2 seconds. And speaking of attachments, the Hades does not have access to quick draw, which means it's stuck at the base aim down sight speed of the LMGs, but does have access to FMJ, so you can pop armor, rapid fire, and hybrid mags as mentioned, as well as the ELO sight, which is a unique thing for the Hades, and the suppressor, and you can use steady grip and laser sight too for hip firing. You might be wondering, why do I want to hip fire? Does this thing have a good hip fire? Well, it does have an operator mod called Crossbar, and what this thing does is make the Hades hip fire only, and when you aim down sight, you're still hip firing, but it narrows the bullet spread into a very, very tight cone. and the crossbar will increase your movement speed even while you're in the weird aim down sight state. It actually has the same movement speed to like stock 2 when you're aim down sight moving. So with the right setup, the Hades does lend itself more towards an aggressive close quarters combat situation. Kind of has assault rifle qualities, but with unlimited range and more ammo. And yes, the unlimited range does apply to crossbar as well. But the Hades overall, it's pretty decent. You can be aggressive with it, which I like. But when you look at that unlimited range perk of the LMGs, you kind of want to cater towards that, which is one reason why I think the VKM is much better, in my opinion. And you know, the Hades time to kill just isn't jaw-dropping enough to warrant running around with like an SMG like the Dingo was in Black Ops 3, but it is a solid gun, and I do enjoy using it. And that brings us to the worst LMG, number 3, which is, it's the only one left, the Titan. Imagine that. I actually like the Titan towards the beginning of the game, but it's statistically bad. I've come to realize that on my own when I was using this in comparison to the other LMGs. But it does excel in one thing, and that is score streak takedown and suppression. And you'll see why as I go over this weapon. So the Titan does have a slower fire rate, not the slowest, that goes to the VKM. It takes 4 shots to kill with the Titan, and it has a time to kill of 0.5 seconds. It's half a second. That's the second slowest time to kill in the game, and you can't improve it with any attachments at all. It kind of has that GKS syndrome, especially in close quarters, where you're shooting at people and you're just wondering when they're gonna die because it takes forever. The Titan does have no idle sway or recoil. It's like ICR level recoil. It's really, really easy to handle, which is a good perk for it. You can take advantage of that unlimited range and just full spray people down across the map, which I really like. But it also does have a slow reload of 4.5 seconds, and there's no way to improve that as well. So you have to be careful with reloading because it does take you out of the fight for a bit. The Titan does have the largest clip size out of the LMGs of 75, and that can be improved to 150 when you use extended mags 2. And other than extended mags 2, you also have access to FMJ2, quick draw stock, and the NVIR scope. And its operator mod, Oppressor, is super annoying to go against. When you're getting shot by Titan with Oppressor, you have severe screen shake, and it makes it really, really hard to fight back beyond close quarters. People really hate it, and you've probably run into it while playing Black Ops 4. But you know, when you're looking at the attachments for the Titan is more geared for taking out score streaks and suppressive fire. I honestly kind of view these Titan as a support weapon now. You have a lot of ammo to spray score streaks down within a few seconds. You can spray at people out in the open, or you can spray at them through walls with FMJ. And when you throw Oppressor on, it actually makes it harder for them to fight back and kind of see where they're going. And you can easily control map flow and control engagements with Titan with the right attachment. If you get a teammate with a kitted Titan on your team, I fully believe that it gives you an advantage over the other team if they're not using one, because you can do so much to just control the map with the gun. Other than that, the Titan, it's a good weapon in the sense that it's really easy to use, but when it comes to like killing people, it's just, it doesn't get the job done for me anymore, especially now that I've discovered that these other LMGs are much, much, much better. So that's my best to worst list. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, you're encouraged to leave your own best to worst list down below in the comments if yours isn't the same as mine, but that'll be it for this one. The next best to worst will be the snipers, which should be coming out within the next week, so you can look forward to that. And subscribe if you're not already, and hit that bell notification to get notified as soon as that thing goes live. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. My name's Skater. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button and check the description for discounts on Control Freaks as well as into the AM apparel. You can also find other goodies down like my Amazon associate link, links to all the gear I used to record and produce videos, and other fun things like that. But again, thanks for watching, guys. My name's Skater. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.